Hello and welcome to Amby Marie Knits, episode 98. My name is Amber. Welcome to my crafty channel where we talk about yarn related things, knitting, crochet, spinning, and even sewing sometimes. No sewing today though. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here, thank you. Welcome. If you've been sticking around for a while, thank you for that as well. I do appreciate you. So we have finished objects. Kind of a lot of them accidentally, and we have some new cast ons. Yeah, it should be interesting. So we're gonna jump right in. First off, actually, I do want to talk about the weather. I know that's life stuff, but if you hear weather noises in the background, that's because we were having a lot of rain in southwestern Missouri and thunder and storms. The worst of the stuff is going to be south, so if you are in Arkansas, please be safe tonight because I think it's going to be gross. Unfortunately, this spring has been very interesting, and I'm sorry if it looks weird. I have the light, which is great. I actually really like my lighting right now, but it's like all right in my face, and I don't like that. So if I keep looking that direction, that's why. Okay, with that being said, you're here to see the stuff I've made. So, finished objects, we're gonna go the first one. It wasn't the first one I finished this week, but it's the first one I'm gonna show. And I forgot a sock blocker. Hold on. I'm back. I moved the light a little bit just so that way it's not like all up in my face. Hopefully it's still decent. Okay, so first finished object is the banana socks by person's name there, or banana sockin', but still. So this first one, there's the second one. I like how it kind of accordions a little bit. So they're tube socks, free pattern. All right. Okay, so this pattern that I used is more like a recipe than a pattern. It pretty much just tells you to do some ribbing and then do half in this kind of knit so many rows, purl so many rows, which is really hard to see on here. And then the back is just knit 2, purl 2, ribbing, and then a toe. So there's one. But look how just fun it is. The cutest ones, if you look at the projects on there, you will find some people did the hungry caterpillar. So they did this part of the sock in green and then red and added some eyes, and it looks like a caterpillar. It's kind of cute if you remember that book from when you were a kid or your kids were kids. So let me get the other one on here. Okay, yarn used. Hey, I actually have tags. I just have to find them. Yarn used is Always Be Kind Yarns. Her Kindness Club from May. I got it as a mystery skein. DK. To make these, there we go. I cast on 40 stitches, size 3 needles, 3.25 millimeter. I did 10 rows of, 10 rows of ribbing, 2x2 ribbing, because that's just what I prefer. Then, it says in the pattern to do 3 to 5 knit rounds, 3 to 5 purl rounds. And you do that for however long you want the sock to be. And then you do a toe. These ones, I tried them on, and the sock fits me except for the toe. So like the toe, which then these are meant for a kid. Like I made these as kid socks, but this is so stretchy. I wear a women's size 10. Like it fit me no problem. It's just the toe was way too small. So I would have to adjust that for an adult, and make them longer. They weren't quite tall enough. It was wanting to slide down. But for a kid, it should be fine. But isn't the pooling kind of fun? Unfortunately, it gives kind of weather radar vibes a little bit, which I've been seeing a lot of lately. So yep, that is my first finished object. And pretty fun. The next finished object, you just saw a little bit of it there, is the Fiber Fest Shawl by Stephen West. This is a sample for Haute Knit Yarns. And I actually remember the ball bands for the colors. So let's show it off a little bit and then we'll go over the colors. There, a little bit blown out because of lighting. I can't see what you're seeing, so I hope it's good. Look at that chevron. It's my favorite part of the whole thing. So we're gonna set that right there. Colors. So this shawl is really fun in so much as it's meant to just use 3 random skeins that you picked up at Fiber Festivals. It generally needs a lighter color, a darker color, and a color pop. So color A, I did the green, which is Under the Ocean Seahorse in her new Jimmy sock, 75-25. And it is a little bit of variegated, like it's mostly green, but there's like pops, you can see, of the other colors. Looks so good there. That was thunder. Told you, a little bit stormy today, but if I waited for the storms to pass, we'd be doing this like Tuesday or something. So that's fine. So that was color A. Color B is the pink. And it's all in there, and then on the border. Color B is, now that's what I call pink in her Elsa sock, which is 80% superwash merino, 20% bamboo. It's really soft, a little bit splitty, but it's still worth working with because it's just soft and it's got that nice sheen to it with the bamboo. And then color C, which is in the back of all the brioche sections, and there I used the black. And it wouldn't have mattered which order I'd done these colors, they all would have looked good. Can you imagine if, oh, I don't know, I flip-flopped the green and the black, and the green was kind of in the back peeking out, and you had the black, it still would have been good. But the black is called Miss Jet. It's also the Elsa sock, so the 80-20 bamboo. The black, you can't really see it on here maybe. I don't know the lighting. It is a little bit more heathered looking. Like the pink I can't tell, but on the black I can tell that it is, what's that? That it is more heathered. So, here comes the rain. Sound effects? I don't know, but we're gonna keep going. Hopefully this does not bother anybody too much. We will see what it sounds like when I listen back to this. Yeah, we're gonna keep going. Okay, so this is done. Has not been blocked. I don't think she wants me to block it because it's gonna get creased while shipping anyways, but I haven't decided on that yet. I still need to take decent finished object photos because I would definitely need a grid post with this because look how good it is. So good. Okay, so that is the shawl. It is done. If you haven't made this one, do recommend it. The brioche is not hard. Like this is just plain brioche. These chevrons, they're easy. Like there's nothing extreme. It is literally increase and little decreases, and it makes that gorgeous pattern. So definitely recommend this shawl, especially if you're wanting to like get into brioche, or if you just like brioche. Like I like brioche, and you'll see more of that later. So there's that finished object. So the next finished objects, there's like 4 of them, and those all happened since yesterday morning because crochet projects are fast. So I finally jumped on a bandwagon that Aquila of a Lefty Knitter jumped on months ago. And I'm like, oh, those wind spinners look really cool. I want to make them. And then I didn't make them, and I didn't make them, and I didn't make them, and now I've made 4 with plans to make more. So the first one I made, these are all using various different cotton yarns that I have. Put a picture video in because I already gifted that one to my sister. I do not have the first one now. It was a little bit long compared to the other ones, but it was still pretty cool. So that's the first one. This pattern is a YouTube tutorial. I think there's an actual Etsy pattern for it as well, but I'm not usually much for YouTube tutorials, but I looked at the actual Ravelry free patterns and I do like this one better. So, hold on, I've got to wind it up again. So here's the second one I made. I had these all nice and neat and wound up, and then I didn't. So, some of these I do want to put some beads on the bottom. It's just when I went to Walmart to look at the beads, I didn't want to buy the $20 package of beads. I just wanted like $5 worth of beads. So yeah. So here's this one. It is green and blue. This yarn, I do know what this one is. It is Queensland Collection Coastal Cotton Fine. So I held it double. And ready? So just a little one. Ain't that so cool? Spin. Okay, so this is the second one I made. And I'm not even gonna have this one wound up nice and neat. Here's the third one. The green and the blue are the Coastal Cotton, and I think the pink is Premier Just Cotton Dollar Tree yarn. Okay, this one needs like blocked or something maybe. But there we go. Sorry I can't get the full thing in. I will put the picture of the one at my sister's front porch because that's cooler. So I got those 3 done yesterday, and then this morning on the Zoom, my other project I started just really wasn't good for a Zoom. It was not in the spot I was at, so I made another one. So this one's all, this is all peaches and cream. Just good old plain cotton. So we've got white, purple, the dark green, and the black. It looks so cool. You ready? And I really want to get just like some wooden beads on the bottom of this. Come on, spin. Look at it. This one is definitely my favorite out of all of them. Yeah, that's mesmerizing. Okay, we're going to stop. I don't want anybody to get freaked out by that. So, wind spinners are a thing. I will have the video linked below. She has more than one video, I think, and I cannot pronounce her name. I cannot pronounce the name of the person, but I will have put it on the screen somewhere. And it will also be linked down below. And you can also just get on YouTube and search wind spinner crochet, and you're going to see it. Hook size vary depending on which yarn. This one I think I used a 5mm. So, very fun. I am planning on making more. I'll show you about some more yarn for it. Because, yeah, just something quick and easy, and I think it'll make great gifts. And it looks really cool on my sister's front porch, so that was nifty. So, that's all my finished objects. Now we are going to go into whips. And I forgot a whip, so hold on. Now I think I have everything. So, whips. That's what we're doing right now. First whip in a Stitching Plaza bag. Yay, Lisa Frank. This is the Tan Line Shorts. It is a sample from Mad Eater Yarns. And, I mean, I got some done. Hey, remember, y'all, I was smart. I put a progress keeper right there. I did that much. I don't actually know how much more I need. I'm supposed to go to like 9 inches. I think that's more like 7. But I could be wrong. I haven't measured it for a while. I haven't worked on it for a while. I'll probably work on it tomorrow when I go to work. But yeah, this yarn is Arcunia Hasco Sock, I think. And then I've got some green Heritage Sock from Cascade. That'll be the band on it. And then once I finish these, then I get to make the Ripple Bralette, which I'm excited for. So yeah, we're getting there. It's mindless right now, so, and then I'm going to split for legs. Y'all see last week where I called them sleeves. They're legs, not sleeves. That was pretty fun. So yeah, been working on that a little bit, not really a lot, because, oh, by the way, I did not mention this. So this shawl, hold on, we're attached. No. There we go. This shawl. Do you know how many days it took me to make this, start to finish? More rain. 2 weeks. I started it on a Thursday morning, and then 2 weeks later, I finished it on a Wednesday night. I think that's decent. Of course, that's like the only thing I worked on. I'm not a monogamous knitter, but I'll definitely have one main project. More thunder. I really hope that doesn't bother you. Maybe somebody who doesn't get thunderstorms is enjoying the fact you get to hear thunder. I don't know. But yeah, but this was 2 weeks. So now I'm kind of like at a loss of what to be working on. Hence all the wind spinners that I made. So I've done those. And then I started something new yesterday. And it's all Breaking Yarn's fault. I mean, only a little bit. It's something I contemplated making, and then she's been making this out of yarn. I actually have the 2023 Pretty Twisted Yarns Advent. I have not used all of it. I used a lot of it on the West Knit shawl, but I still have some left. So, I am making the Briochex, sword brioche with an X on the end. They are hexagons. It is a knit graffiti pattern, and OMG, y'all. Look at this. Look at this. Alright. Maybe I should have made it look neater. Look at this. You don't know how happy this makes me. There are... I don't think I have a good picture of the thing. There are 3 different hexagons in here. This is the first one. This is just the basic one. Like, there's not a lot of increase. There's no decreases, just the increases on here. But look how good it is. I do have a mistake. I'm not fixing it because of where it's at. I think this is from the magic loop and me carrying the yarn. Right there. I'm just gonna leave it. That's the wrong side. This is the right side. I don't know if I'm actually gonna make a blanket. So this is a blanket pattern, but I think I'm gonna make 2 of them and make a pillow. It's so squishy. Like, I really wish you could feel this. So this is the green and the pink. And then the next one, not everything's from the calendar. Some of it's just pretty twisted yarn because I just have a lot of her minis. This is going to be the other one. I'm going to do the blue and the purple. Which one? I'll probably do the blue on the outside. Okay, so however I do the pillow, I need to be able to make it reversible, don't I? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing yet. We'll see. I'm just having fun playing with the colors. Just look how good it is. And this is going to be so good as well. So yeah, so I'm hoping to finish this today. I think I have like 3 more increase rounds, 2 more increase rounds, 2 or 3. I'm not sure. I'd have to count. Look at it. Screenshot, maybe? I can hope. We'll see. But yep, this has been making me happy. So that's what I've worked on this week. No, lies. One more whip. I started this morning. So remember when I was making those crocheted pot holder patterns, but they weren't good for pot holders. Well, I had to frog one of them because I don't know, I messed up on it. So I ripped it out and then I started to knit dishcloth. So this is the Gamma's second favorite. I do not do it with the holes. I don't like the holes on it. So I just started this morning. This is Knit Picks Dishy in whatever leftover color I have. And then I've got 3 other colors of it. I don't know what all's going to actually go in here. I'm just going to use whatever to finish it up because I wanted more dishcloths. And now that we've talked, this is the bag by Gingersnapfibers. Love the hedgehogs. With that being said, more dishcloths, we're going to move into acquisitions now. Because I did buy some more yarn because I decided that I don't have enough dishcloths. This is all the cotton yarn I have right now. So when I went to Walmart, because, you know, we don't have Joann's anymore, and I mean, I think it still might be there. I don't know. I haven't got to our Joann. There just hasn't really been any point. Walmart had what I needed. So I got these 3 little guys for dishcloths. I think each one is going to make one with some leftovers, so I'm fairly confident that I will get 4 dishcloths total out of this, at least. They're just peaches and creams stripy. It's softer, like it's more comparable to the Dishy. I think I've already made one out of this. But yeah, I thought those were fun. So I got those the other day, and then I also just bought the peaches and cream cotton. So I got the green, the black, the purple, some more white, and I realized that I have these colors right here, so this is going to become a wind spinner, probably as a gift. If you know, you know. So yeah, that's gonna happen. All right, put these back in here. So that is everything that I've been working on this week. Spinning, not done enough. I really need to get on that, especially if I'm going to get it spun and plied and a pair of socks knit by May 10th. Not doing so good on that right now. But that's about it. So, future cast ons. We're going to talk about future cast ons. So, I have stuff that I want to do, but I'm going to wait on it because I have a tank top. I'm going to make the rewind tank by Perfectly Knotted. I'm going to wait a little bit because 11 Stitches membership is going to do a summer top knit along, and I'm going to wait for that for next month. I am going to be making a dress for a baby I know. I'm going to start that at some point. I don't know when. I have the yarn for it. So you'll see that soon. Knitty Natty is doing a float tote. Oh my goodness, what is that? I've been in and out in the rain so much today that I don't care about my hair. It's fine. But Knitty Natty is doing a float tote make-along that actually starts today. So I kind of want to join that, but I also don't need another float tote. The float tote, if you do not know, it'll be linked down below. It is a crocheted bag, and it's cool because it has like a base in the bag and little yarn cups that magnet in. So it's meant for if you're doing color work, you've got each color and you can rotate and move and stuff. And it's just a nice little bucket bag for holding your projects. I I just don't know if I want to make it. I kind of want to make it because everybody else is making one, but at the same time, I have enough stuff going on. So I don't know. We'll see. And I haven't figured out what yarn. It uses 2 strands of the like peaches and cream or Lily's sugar and cream cotton. And I don't want to go buy more cotton for that because I have so much other yarn. So I'm like, I could use scraps. Choices. We'll see. You'll find out by next week, I'm sure. So that's all the yarny, crafty related content. Next, we're going to go into reading. So books. I am currently reading, so I finished Saving Verico. Was it Saving Verico? I don't know. All these books are so close. Okay. Yeah, Saving Verico by Victoria Aveline. I am now on book 4, which is Tempting Azed, I'm not sure. So I started that one. And then I'm also listening to Quicksilver by Callie Hart. It's been interesting. I'm about a quarter of the way in. It's not bad. I mean, I'm going to keep listening to it. And we all know I'm not afraid to DNF a book. Like, if it happens, it happens. Just like projects. Sometimes it's just what you have to do. So those are the 2 books that I have been reading. Life. It's rained a lot. It's stormed a lot. Not so much in my particular area. We thought we were going to have some really bad ones Wednesday, and they broke up before they got to me. But East Missouri's been hit hard. I'm just all over the place, not just Missouri. Arkansas's been hit hard, off to the east. Like, there's just been so much severe weather. And we're just getting started in storm season. I don't like that. But a nice thunderstorm like this, fine. Love it. Love hearing the thunder, sitting here crafting, make myself a cup of hot tea. Perfect. It's the severe stuff that, of course, nobody likes. So wherever you're at, I do hope that you are staying safe from whatever crazy weather happens to be harassing you. And I hope you're enjoying some craft time. With that being said, I do hope everybody has a great week. And I will check in with you next week to see what we've got up to. Bye, y'all.